All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tuesday.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down.
Gun. Hey, wait.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Lindsey, the undrafted free agent, had a great college career at Colorado, but what he did to start this season and the way he came out of the gate, really impressive.
And sometimes guys just fit NFL teams where maybe you didn't see it coming. Because Phil Lindsay, as you mentioned, had an excellent college career at Colorado, but different question marks from different teams about size. Can he do this? Can he do that? The answer is he can do just about everything, and especially his ability to get out into open space out of the backfield and create big plays downfield. That's working quite well for him in the early going.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, go, let's go, let's go. Four down, check, four down. Down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining.
Let's go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
53. Side. 52. 20.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Keenum. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down. Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
52. Hey, 50.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 25. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, that's Lindsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the air now with Keenum. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Possession back over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is a team that broke a 3-game losing streak, and boy, did they need that win last week against Tampa Bay. But the injuries are still a problem. In fact, they had 3 new injuries surface in that victory.
Remember the injuries we were talking about were on the defensive side of the ball. Linebacker Deion Jones, the 2 safeties, right? You talk about Keanu Neal, and of course Ricardo Allen, both of them gone for the year, it appears. This time it's on the offensive side. Hot rookie wide receiver Calvin Ridley out with an ankle injury, didn't return in that ball game. Mohamed Sanu had a 35-yard touchdown pass that he hauled in, but missed the second half with a hip problem. And the kicker, Matt Bryant, knocks down a 57-yard field goal with a little over a minute to play in the 4th quarter.
But the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 83 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. It was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Denver Broncos sitting at 2-4 right now. They're going to take over the possession here again on offense, but the 23-20 loss against Los Angeles, it's now a 4-game losing streak. Is there a hot seat right now for Vance Joseph?
Unfortunately, I'd have to say yes, and the reason being they had a really rough year his first year as the head coach in Denver, and there's a lot of speculation about whether he would even get a second year. Got the vote of confidence from ownership. And
he's got a man complete, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, 58 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Jones had a nice game last week against Tampa Bay. 10 catches, 143 yards. That's his 3rd game this year, over 100 yards. But, CD, it's another game without a touchdown catch.
That's so hard to believe, isn't it? 11 straight regular season games without a TD. And the last one, November 26, 2017, a victory over Tampa Bay when he had 2 scoring catches. So he's doing all this work. He's making big plays. Defenses still have to adjust to him and open up things for other people, but he can't find the end zone. The bottom line, though, they got to win this past week, and that's what they were looking for.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the sack pushes them back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, go Roger.
On second down, here's Keenan. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Keenan to Sanders for the Denver first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
We got three, fellas.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah, we're good, we're good. Hey, all right.
On second down, here's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Second and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Keenum. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Off play action. Keenum rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos out now 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
On first down, it's Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Keenum now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ryan wants to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, here's Smith trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. One last throw for Keenum. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.